playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship Game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Not something you expect to see from the opening. Kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. A good pickup there at 22. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there and to stay even with their opponent that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Breeze now on first down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Fighting to stay upright. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, it's Breeze. On the left side, a catch by White. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Jackson on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, and the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Bills 13, Broncos 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go, D.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. Breeze going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Bills first down.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Breeze to throw again. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Woods the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
On the keeper.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Hyde. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jason Sanders set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Now Brees will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brees. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Bills 21, Broncos 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Bills will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. This is caught. It's Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to, that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but it's going to be second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And the Broncos are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Robert Woods with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5.
23. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Sometimes I need a check, not the free, just put the worry. Sammy.
Breeze now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This one taken just inside the 10. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Woods
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They got a man. It's Woods. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Looking again in the direction of Woods, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Gerald McCoy getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
4th down, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bills 42, Broncos 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He finds an opening past the 40. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Jackson from the shotgun. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Barr. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Over on downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robbie Anderson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Good. Makes the score Bills 49, Broncos 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again. Jackson over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on third. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gerald McCoy. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Play is a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Bills.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 2-yard line.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't get it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
23.
Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Gerald McCoy, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 41 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded right around the 8.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Woods. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Linval Joseph forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Breeze now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Beasley with it over the middle.
10 more yards.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Past the 20. He's got the tight end, Vanette.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23.
And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Gerald McCoy in there to get it. Is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Waiting. They're waiting. 52's the mine.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second and 11.
0-2, 0-2. Heavy on the edges. Back two, the Mike. Mike's back two.
Bree's going to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Mike, 52. Now watch run. Check. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now Breeze. And that's caught by Beasley. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.